Way whoa, baby. Welcome to ChainsawMan, episode 4. Last time we had one of the best endings ever. It was great.
It was good. And we saw Meowie.
Yeah, Nyako. Yeah, which, did you read the comments on that?
No.
About, like, why it's called Nyako? Because nya is the sound a cat makes, and then ko, like, neko. Or like a girl, I don't know which, but it's just like supposed to be the simplest. It's like calling a cat, it's like if she called her kitty rather than meowie. Like just the simplest, most basic name you could possibly imagine, which is funny and cute. And we hope that cat's alive. This episode of Chainsaw Man, leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon for the uncut. Get the uncut before it comes out on YouTube. Let's go.
It's like a juice box.
Poor cows.
A bear?
Why does she have this obsession with beheading things?
It's efficient, easy. Just... I wonder what makes her join up then. Does she get caught on her way to look for a human?
I don't know.
It's so good.
The cat's alive. I can't believe the cat's alive.
It's so good. That was awesome.
What did that to? No! Okay. A titty demon?
Ew. Like a
Or
dirty
titty
little
devil,
worm.
excuse me.
Thought it was going for the cat.
If this cat went through all this shit just to die, I'll be so upset. Get the cat out of here. Ah, shit.
Take me out and flee. Oh.
It looks so painful every time.
Oh. Oh, they're coming after him for baddie.
Her man?
Well, unfortunately, you're not my type.
Was he just gonna headbutt it? Like it's all he could do.
But the chainsaw's not even going.
I know, but
Maybe someone else will show up after all this disturbance that they've been causing.
Pupper.
What a great dream to
Aww.
have.
They're really heavy-handed with like the "you're just a dog, you're an actual dog." Is he
tying? Oh my god.
honestly respect to Denji? Oh shit!
Oh my god.
His eye's out! They're both just laughing. Respect to Denji for not feeling a tit until he's done. He had the opportunity to do it right there, right before this battle started, but he's not finished yet. Oh my god, like the eye like hanging out. Yeah! Oh no. Yeah!
Preemptive.
No! Shit.
Power's gonna. Oh no.
Con. Actual? What?
I like that guy. Oh, she was supposed to be a leech. I thought she was just a worm.
I got the leech idea. And then in that way the titties kind of make sense. It's like a succubus type deal. Wait, what was that one of them? Or was that like a summon of his?
I think it was maybe a summon. No cats allowed. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh.
It's such a perfect cat.
It's such a nice cat. Way better than our cats.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, what's that devil? So he gives up something every time he summons it. Real quick. That thing that I said, like, that I figured out about Makima, I thought that she was also secretly like Denji and could transform into that giant thing. And what clued me into that wrong assumption was the eyes of this thing.
Yeah.
Because it looks like Makima's eyes. And I thought, and with all the talk of like dogs and stuff, and with, I thought this was like a wolf. And I think that she was like likened to a wolf or something at one point, and then it would like zoomed in on her eyes. So that's when I made that assumption. Totally wrong. Way cooler than what I thought.
I have conflicting reports around here. And what would that be?
社会正義も持っているつもりだ。俺の言うことを聞いていれば、お前は今の生活を守れるぜ。どうだ、分かったら返事。
おお、頭に入れといてやな。安心してくれ。ご立派な目標はねえし、しょぼい夢しかねえけどよ。俺、マジでやっからさ、どーんと期待しといてくれ。
とりあえず、敬語を覚えとけ。
おお、それも考えといてやるよ。
なあ、無罪だったじゃろ。分かったらさっさとこれを外せ。本当にいいのかな。ちゃんがいつか人を殺した時は見逃したアキカンの責任だぞ。
私たちはデビルハンターです。あくまでも魔人だ。使えるもんは何でも使うべきだ。利用するだけです。慣れ合うつもりはないですよ。
どうぞ。
失礼します。今日悪い悪魔が住んでるっぽい家を発見し、コウモリの悪魔と遭遇したそうです。
I like how Denji and Power are both just they're like so bad at making up a story. It's like, oh, you know, and we were just out of our zone before you knew it. And then you wouldn't believe it. But there was this house and it seemed totally sketchy. Like there was this really evil devil. So our duty and as our job, we had no choice but to go in there and take care of it. Like acting like they're so good and like they didn't do anything wrong, but it's just clearly such the most basic story possible to excuse what they did.
What a chill morning.
It's nice. His hair is like spring-loaded. He still puts every type of jam.
夢す何
これ、
キャリー。んだよ。
Moving in.
なんで俺の家にやばいやつばかり集めるんですか
She just broke my door.
Super toast.
ずっとこっちに住まわせるのも変だしね。心配しなくてもパワーちゃんいい子にできるって言ってたから。
Take her word for it.
Oh my god. It's like having a couple toddlers.
トイレ。クソはたまにしか流さんはじゃ。
せんだよ。
風呂はたまにしか入らんはじゃ。
I love how the girl in the apartment is the filthiest
Disgusting.
creature.
It's nice because like when Denji got in there, he was disgusting before, but it's not that he didn't want to have a nice
He just
bath.
he had
and
a
eat
different
good food.
standard of living.
Yeah, but then when he like got good stuff, he appreciated it.
Yeah. I like Power's outfit too. It was kind of cute, just like with the the shirt and everything.
あ、おい、クソ悪魔。てめえ、てめえんだ。あ？
約束だったじゃろ。胸を揉ませてやるから。
Just passes out.
Why is she blushing? I thought she didn't give a shit. I was surprised she's showing any emotion towards it at all.
胸胸。
They look like one's worth fondling, to be fair.
剣がある。胸を揉んでいいかい3本じゃ。
No, you can't. Whoa! You can't put the stipulations on now.
コウモリを殺したので2もみ。ちょんまげからわしをかわってくれた。
Top knot.
胸を揉ませるのは嘘だったんじゃが、畝の頑張りに報いての3もみ。ありがたく揉むんじゃな。
With their little horn. Nice.
Nice one. It's hard to stack up to last week's ending, but I do like it.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
like it because I really like Power, and it's a great ending for like kind of her episode. Not really, kind of like the second half of her little mini arc episode thing. Great spot for it. I love the little dances. She's so cute. Like I said, they really did strike gold with Power. It's a very powerful design and character.
But she's actually just
A gremlin.
yeah, just disgusting.
That's what I like, is that she has like the figure and the appearance of like a really well designed waifu, like 02 style. But because of her like sharpened teeth and her crazy eyes, she comes off as like just this little gremlin, but not quite as like a little sister type. You know what I mean? Like it strikes a really interesting, fun balance. And she feels, I think what is really cool, maybe this is a little too meta or a little bit too like overthinking it, but I think part of her appeal comes from like her position in relation to Denji, because like she's not above or below him. She's been there longer, but like
she's technically more like she's more of a devil than he is, and like,
well, yeah, there's like she's not like I don't know, she doesn't come off as like, she doesn't come off as anything more than like his equal and like a bratty twin sister almost, like how they're kind of like going up against each other, but neither of them have anything on each other. And so she's not like one with a little bit more seniority or like beneath him in some way or something. Like their dynamic is really funny and flows really well because like they're equals. And I think that adds to her like waifu ability, because she you know, she's not intimidating, but she is funny and she is cute and hot and whatever, but she's also like really silly and
clogging up the toilet.
Yeah, and
not bathing.
She's awesome. She's really great. I'm actually surprised by how much I like her. She's sick.
Yeah, I kind of thought, like when we first saw her, I kind of thought that she was gonna be shitty. Like
a lot of times they make like, oh, she's so quirky,
but
like
it just
manic pixie dream
but
girl.
they're like, oh, she's not like other girls. But it's like
it doesn't feel like that.
But it comes across as like really manufactured. Of like they tried their hardest possible to make her still appealing, but also like different at the same time.
Yeah.
Where I like the gremlin feel to her.
I love it. I love the gremlin feel. And
other than that, good.
What do you think of the leech devil?
Pretty disgusting.
What do you think of Meowie?
I love
Miyako.
It's such a good, like, the rate, like the cat, it just seems like you could squeeze it really good.
Seems like he would just be your best friend ever.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, and he's just so sweet, gets eaten by a devil and doesn't even care. He's not even phased. He's just a good boy. I love him.
It appears that he lost the skin
When he
instantly from Cone. I thought Cone was like just something that the singer in the last ED was just saying when he did like this, which by the way, this to summon a fox demon is such a cool, like, for as far as like hand signs go, because it's like a little fox. That's sick. But it looks like the fox or Cone took their pound of flesh like instantly.
Yeah, and I guess he might not even know what it's gonna take
next. Yeah, so you got to use it sparingly.
And Denji can only use his chainsaws like seemingly once
blood.
a day.
Similarly, I think it
Depending
depends
on if he gets more blood after the first
somebody
go.
might need to start carrying it around, but even just to get a blood transfusion it takes a little bit of time.
He could drink it.
I guess he could. He is a devil in a way. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I think he can replenish blood faster, but it's still he replenishes it like a normal human, like where you eat and you rest, and then your body just makes more blood.
Yeah.
But he does it obviously at an accelerated rate because he's like a devil. But I really like the concept of summons taking a toll every time, because like, again, as we always do, we go back to Naruto. It's a very common thing. In fact, it was like the impetus for Naruto's power system in the beginning was that like everybody would have like a Pokemon type thing, like a dog or a weasel or a fox or something like that. Everybody had their own thing when Naruto was first like being drafted and created. That was like the idea, because like stuff like Pokemon was popular, stuff like JoJo with stands and stuff. So that was originally the idea. And when summons are introduced in Naruto, you have to like sign like a contract with it, but that ends up not meaning anything in the end. It's just you do it and you can do it now. There's no downside to it. And otherwise you have to like draw, I guess it was originally you have to draw like a transmutation circle in your own blood, or in some way like use a scroll to summon them. But you had to like wound yourself and then have enough blood to like summon them. Like when Kakashi summoned all of his dogs on the bridge versus Zabuza, he had to get stabbed by Zabuza's sword to get the amount of blood he needed to like summon his dogs. Regardless, what I'm getting at is I really like the idea that there is a continuous toll, and it's more and more, and it sets up for a really big decision in the future with like serious consequences. Yeah. I like things like that where, as like from a writing perspective, to set up like, oh yeah, I lost like, I don't know, my wrist of skin. Like you just lose your skin. Like you have to, he's got to have it wrapped up and just let it heal, or get a skin graft or something.
And then it's like, what if next time they take his eye?
Yeah, or just more, like twice the amount, or they could be random. Like that's scary. And you can imagine like if is it per bite or is it per battle? Like is it per like big strong
can you summon
attack?
it and it will stay there, or is it good for just like one instant?
Or does it take more depending on how much work it does, Like that's really cool, because right now he's just doing it because it's his job, and he is like a little bit of Denji's rubbing off on him. But he's Aki is it's setting up that like the more invested he gets in their lives, then eventually he'll have to make a decision when it comes down to it, when they're like surrounded or something. He'll have to summon Conan. It'll be a crazy, super big badass battle, but he won't be permanently maimed or injured from the battle. He'll be paying a price possibly to save everybody, and that's setting up for like a big sacrifice so early is really promising for the story, because it's always a really emotional thing, and it's just on a power level, power scaling thing, it's really cool. I really like when you have to sacrifice something to do shit, and they seem to be keeping that throughout this. Like Power uses her blood to make weapons, so she fucks herself up. Denji, the same thing, uses his blood as basically fuel for his chainsaw, and because he like bleeds like crazy when he activates it. So it's cool. It's cool, and it's not another thing that shonen can often fuck up is like when you have magic or otherworldly like supernatural shit related to your power system, often like the toll can be like a magical sort of mark on you, and then it just gets exercised. That's something that happens a lot in shonen, is like, oh, it's taking a toll on your soul, and then eventually they meet like a wise man or something, and then just like removes the evil from them, and then they reach a new power level. In this, it's not like, oh, it's leaving a mark on your soul. It's you are bleeding to death and you are risking dying. And there's no way for Denji, other than maybe exercise and eating well, to like have more blood to use, to be able to transform more times before he has to regenerate. So that's an immediate limitation, like on his ability.
Yeah.
So like, not only is there a sacrifice, but there's an immediate limitation placed on it. He can't do it multiple times, no matter what he does. Like there's no universe where he eventually gets more blood in him to use as fuel, unless he like exercises and just gets bigger. I don't know if you get more blood when you get muscular, but like I don't see Denji working out anyway, and I don't see how much muscle he could grow eating fucking super toast every day. But maybe he'll get a testosterone spike from fondling Power's tits every day or whenever he does something good. Anyway, I love it. I love all this shit. I really like what they're setting up with the power system. I really liked, what's her name? Umino senpai. She's sick. I like her voice. I like her eye. I like the look of her. She seems very nice. She seems like she's been through some serious shit, but it's kind of, she seems like the kind of person who's like come out the other end with some wisdom, or with some like, I used to be like Aki, where I wanted to avenge my family or something, or you know, fix my body or some shit. But you know, some things are more important, like living life. Like she seems like that kind of person. Maybe that's a setup, and I'm gonna be proven wrong. But I liked the little glimpse of the new characters that we got this episode. That was nice. I'm trying to get a shot of them just so I can see them. Nyako's so good. And then there was another dude with like a scar who seems like a newer guy, and then the girl who seems new. She has clips in her hair. She seems young. She seems like she's maybe like 19 or something, and he seems maybe like he's even younger, like 18. They seem very on edge compared to the other two.
Like they just started recently.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. But for some reason, Aki is giving orders to his senpai, to his senior, Umino. Is that her name? I forget. I'm sorry if I'm fucking it up.
Is that his senior?
She said, he said, I could play it again, but he was like, senpai, you got seniority, so you're in charge. But if she already was his senior, she wouldn't need his permission for anything. Maybe it's, but it seems like he was chosen for like this unit leader.
I think he's in charge of Power and Denji, so she's probably in charge of those two.
Probably. I just want to listen to this thing. The fuck? Why am I rushing? The rookies. You watch for more. Oh, he was like asking.
Or is it like you have seniority over those two?
You have seniority over the situation. He he also was he ended it with like, I don't know. I hate assuming Japanese shit because I don't know Japanese that well. But he ended it with like a please, his sentence. So I think that he's like, you have seniority here, like you're the other person who's like in charge, so can you please just keep an eye out? Not ordering her to keep an eye out.
No.
But it's just they didn't include that in the subs. This sort of like asking tone, or like, do you mind doing this, is basically what he was trying to say. They didn't put that in the subs, and I hope I know enough to know that that's kind of what the vibe is. But reading just the subs in this, I would have got that like he is somehow above her, even though she has been here longer or something, creating kind of a weird dynamic between them. But it seems like she's just bigger, and he's just like asking her, do you mind keeping an eye on things while I handle Denji and Power? So it's not as complicated as the subs half implied to me, based on like a little bit of ambiguity based on that relationship.
Yeah, that's the only sub for the whole show.
It's just when you pause, it sticks on it. What was up with those apples? It's just nothing
know,
thing,
but
but he's making little beetle apples or something.
They look like little bunnies.
Maybe bunnies. I thought like cicadas or something, like little bugs with like the tail.
I thought it was like little bunnies with ears.
Maybe they are bunnies.
I like them, but although it seems like a waste to just waste the other half of the peel.
Some people just peel their whole apples and don't eat the peel, which I always thought was kind of fucking dumb because that's like most of the flavor.
Yeah. I don't know. I sometimes, like, I used to sometimes peel an apple, but I would just eat the peel and then eat the apple.
Huh?
Like, just eat the peel of the apple.
Sorry you had to hear that, everyone. Sorry you had to witness that.
I still love when Power comes into the house and Denji's just like agreeing with everything. It's like, that's disgusting. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
As if you were any better just like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was great. I loved that.
It's just like, why did you send this to my house?
That whole scene was so sick when they were just in the house.
Getting up,
when he was
ready.
Yeah. I miss those mornings. Like, oh my god, as a former smoker, there is nothing better in this world than a morning cigarette with like a cup of coffee and something to read or something, you know, just like I would listen to a podcast or go outside and just like be in the wind in the morning. There's literally nothing better in the world. If somebody didn't force me to stop smoking before we started living together, I would still be doing it. But I'm better for it. I'm glad I stopped smoking. I still miss it. It's shit like this that, like, in anime specifically, where people, like, are all relaxed and a cool guy, like, lights up a cigarette that makes me want to smoke
Yeah,
again.
you know, like when people, like, adults are like, don't smoke just because you think it's cool.
They're wrong.
Then
They're wrong. It's cool. That's why Aki's smoking. Everybody knows it's cool. You can say it's not cool all you want, and you shouldn't do it. But to act like it's not cool to, like, have a pack of and then for a cool, not just for anybody, but for a cool guy, for like seeing somebody like Aki or Kogami from Psycho Pass or whoever, Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, to see them smoking and not think that's fucking cool. You're lying to yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.